Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, I'm John, this is many a true nerd and welcome to Hitman Blood Money, or to be precise, Hitman Blood Money Reprisal, because, okay, when you think about it, Hitman Blood Money is a game that's been on one hell of a journey since it came out way back in 2006, because, you may or may not recall, Hitman Blood Money has already been remastered. It was remastered back in 2019, it was called the Enhanced Edition, it had improved textures, better lighting, it was a nice thing that came out on console, and only console. Because, for no well-explained reason, they never released the Enhanced Edition on PC. So, if you try and buy Blood Money on Steam, you're buying the old original version that's actually inferior to the version you could get on the previous generation of consoles. So, bit odd, but don't worry, let's move on. It's now 5 years later, and they've decided to remaster Hitman Blood Money again, sticking the word Reprisal on the end, releasing it on the Switch, and this time, retroactively putting mechanics from future Hitman games back into this one. Because, you know what, let's not even worry about it. Hitman Blood Money is a wonderful game, this is just a really good excuse to play some more Hitman Blood Money, okay? Okay, just in case you're not familiar with Hitman, let's get everyone on the same page here. So, I'm Agent 47. And I'm an assassin, which means people pay me money to make other people be not alive anymore. Most often in, you know, exciting, sexy, exotic locations. Like this one, the Paris Opera House. So let's just mosey on down into the main auditorium. And yes, one of these people has to die. How am I going to figure out who? Not a problem in the slightest, don't you worry. All I need to do is concentrate for a moment and... there we go, my assassin sensors kick in, and now I can see the target highlighted in red over there. Now, if you know this game well, you're probably currently a bit confused, because, yes, this game didn't used to have assassin sense, or instincts I believe Hitman calls it. Like, this was only introduced in a Hitman Absolution, and then used again in the recent Hitman trilogy. So, yeah, they've gone and retroactively added this in, though... I don't mind this, because I think I get why. This here is, as I say, the Switch version, but it's also for, like, you know, tablets, mobiles, etc, etc. So, I think, really, to be honest, the target being highlighted is not the important thing. It's the objects. If you're on a really small screen, the Switch in a handheld mode, a tablet, whatever, I can see how a visual mode that highlights the objects you can and can't interact with, that would be useful. I'm okay with that. Though, interestingly, they have left the original method of tracking targets in the game as well. Because yes, back in these days, you know, back when I was a lad, etc, etc, we had to use the map, damn it. So yeah, you just had a real-time map, this didn't pause the game, everyone was still, you know, moving around and whatnot, you skip between the floors, etc, etc, and your target was always on the map. And they still are. Though, yes, obviously, because I'm playing on a high difficulty, expert mode, guards aren't on the map. Though on lower difficulties, they would be. Lovely way the Hitman Blood Money did difficulty. You might be wondering, however, which version of Instinct this game is utilising, because there were, of course, two. In Absolution, it let you actually, you know, see where characters were about to move, with a weird burning effect on the ground, whereas in Hitman 1, 2 and 3, it didn't do that, but it did let you see the target through walls and floors and whatnot. And the answer is, it's cocking neither, they've made up a third type. So if I, like, you know, just look up here and use my instinct, I can see the doors, because I can interact with them, they're doors, but hang about. There's a target up there, you can just see his red head right there. But yes, you can't see him through walls anymore. But you can see him, like, using the map. So, okay, don't worry about it, it's fine. And speaking of our targets, right, let's get into the murder bit of the murder game, because, oh, Hitman Blood Money's a bloody good game, and every mission is just cocking hilarious. So, yes indeed, our target today, or at least one of them, is this chappie right here, who's currently, you know, performing in Tosca. And he's currently rehearsing the execution scene. And as a result, this chappie right here is about to shoot our friend with a gun. Obviously, you know, it's a stage prop because it's a stage show. There we go. Convenient moment right there. Thank you for getting to that right this very second, buddy. But, okay, can't help but notice if I go over to my inventory, I've been left, you know, a bit of a present by my handler, Diana. A cloakroom ticket, so I ought to go and, you know, check that out. And, okay, don't worry, I briefly made the guards suspicious there by virtue of getting a tiny bit too close to the stage, but I'm sure it's fine, they're all gonna cool down in a sec. Right, just a mosey on over to the front desk. Hello there, good sir, just to give him the tickets.
Here is your jacket, sir. Don't you want the jacket, sir?
No, just needed something from one of the pockets. I'll pick it up later.
And now, all of a sudden, oh my goodness, we have got ourselves, hang about, a real World War I gun. So, all we need to do is somehow get this onto the stage during the execution scene, and my target will be assassinated in front of everyone, and no one will even realise it's gone wrong until much, much later. So, this is what made Blood Money so amazing. There are just so many ways to approach every single problem. Like, you know, these levels were not big levels. You know, you literally walk in here, both your targets are just in the next room, but there were just so many ways you could try and deal with this situation. It was marvellous. There are balconies, you can do sniping, you can disguise yourself as the guy on stage and actually be the one to carry out the execution if that's what you want to do. You can engineer accidents here, there and everywhere, and I would love to do a full-on set of accidents, okay? Let's just mosey on out and try and find a way to get backstage. And yeah, broadly, either we're going through or very nearby to the stage, which is, you know, very much overlooked, or alternatively, there's a door over here in the starting area. So what we need is a disguise, and budding. You plan to, you know, maybe go to the bathroom at some point. Honestly, any disguise will do. Here we go. Perfect timing. We have got ourselves a people moseying into the bathroom in just a second. Another thing that was, you know, amazing about Hitman Blood Money that every subsequent Hitman has got wrong, which is you should not be allowed to just walk up to someone, give them a hug, and then have them, you know, fall unconscious. Alright, no. No. It makes the game far too easy. What we should have instead is what Hitman Blood Money did, which is a system of cocking syringes. So you've got a finite ability to knock people unconscious. Once you've used them, if you want someone's outfit, you're gonna have to literally murder them, reducing your rating because, you know what, it made you actually bloody think strategically about who you were gonna knock out. It actually made you think like an assassin, damn it. I also do appreciate, by the way, how, just as you saw a second ago, NPCs do have, you know, a bit of spatial awareness to them. You've got to properly sneak up on people, and if you do just walk behind them, they are going to turn around, panic, and walk away, because as I say, mysterious bold assassin guy keeps following them around, while not saying anything, which will be very, very suspicious indeed. So, you know, just sneak up behind this guy, etc, etc. Give him a quick drop of the old night-night juice, and okay, two very important tips if you're coming into this having more recently played, you know, more recent Hitmen, which is you've got to equip disguises before you hide the body. And number two, you can only put corpses, sorry, I say corpses. This guy's not dead, alright? We use the night-night juice, not the dead juice, alright? He's fine. And number two, do not try and hide bodies in, like, you know, standing cabinets. You could do that in more recent Hitman games, but not this one. Standing cabinets in Blood Money are only for you to hide in, not corpses. Bloody hell, that one caught me out a bit in the previous missions. Anyway, the point is, I'm now a humble janitor, repair person, something of that nature, and no one's going to suspect a thing. Unless I get, like, you know, too close, do anything suspicious, run around too much, etc, etc. Basically, you know, just act like a reasonable, normal human being, and probably no one's gonna panic too much. And if you're not good at that and want to, you know, drop a nice safety save in case you're about to fluff everything up, then, oh, welcome to the glory of Hitman Blood Money, and bloody hell, this should come back. Limited save games where the number of saves you've got is a function of the difficulty you're playing on. On Rookie, save as much as you want. On Professional, you can't save at all. Expert, you get 3 saves. So you've got to pick the right moment to use those, and, oh, it was just lovely. So you know what? I've got a good disguise. I'm down in the basement. I'm willing to use a 1 save right now, sure. But let's talk plan, because yes, what I want to do is sneak the real gun into the dressing room of the executioner. But before we do that, we've got to make sure that, you know, we're ready with a second accident to take out the second target. Because, yes, like, you know, if you read the briefing, you'll learn this guy's kind of obsessed with the guy who's performing on stage. So as a result of that, when he dies, he'll run onto the stage to start crying. So we've got to have a second accident ready to go. And I think I know precisely what that accident should be, though. Hang about here, more executions going on, etc, etc. Right, this room might have... Do we have any outfits in here? No, we don't. Though, I think a police officer does come in here on occasion. So, yeah, you could get a police outfit, but... with this guy passing by a lot too, yeah, it might be a bit difficult to, you know, hide the body. It will be discovered very soon. And on top of that, if I want to go this way, right. This door is locked. I can pick it, but I need to pick precisely the right moment. So you're about to mosey on in there. Obviously, if I was playing on a lower difficulty, I'd be able to, you know, see where the cop was. I don't know where he's gone right now. This feels like a reasonable moment to me. This is why, yep, we put those saves down just in case that goes wrong. Okay, step one, we need to get to, yes, the backstage area above the stage. So I'm pretty sure if I'm remembering this right, just mosey in this direction, take a right when we can. Try not to, you know, do too much running. That will draw attention to myself. And here we go. I'm trying to remember if I'm supposed to climb or not. Like, am I supposed to... Oh! Okay, that was a bit more violent. I just meant to put that down, but fine. Okay, sure. Now I'll freak that guy out a bit. Right, take this opportunity while he's facing away. The guards up. Well, this has gone a bit on the wrong side. Someone's seen that and they're not happy with me. And also, this is 100% not where I meant to go. This is, yes, this is round the back of the stage proper. It's a potential site where, you know, I could take a sniper shot at that guy from here if I really wanted to. Because, you know, there's just so many different ways you could go. But no, this isn't where I was supposed to go. This is why we put the occasional safety save down, damn it. Because now I've ruined everything. Now, hang on, this is coming back to me, okay? We don't need to be downstairs in, yes, that bit. If we go here, that's how we get up here. Okay. Okay. Now we're getting somewhere. Now I remember what we're doing. Okay, didn't even need to go down into that area down below. All we need to do now is, yes, sabotage this area right by the stage. Here we go. Right here. Place bomb. Just do that. Nice and quick. Good. No one's going to notice the bomb, by the way. It's, like, really tiny. So don't worry. This guy's not going to see a thing. He's just enjoying hanging out with his pigeon friends. What's hilarious, by the way, is, yes, where he's actually sitting right now is also a location you can lay a bomb. You can put a bomb right here, and that drops the chandelier in the main room. And if you come back later in the game, when you've got two bombs, yes, you can actually drop the lighting rig on one character and the chandelier on the other. It's delightful. But no. That feels like too many explosions to me. Now, we go to part B of the plan. Sneaking the gun into the dressing room. So at this exact moment in time, yes, it must be you. Because, yeah, there's a star next to your McGibble. But the actual target is in this room over here. So, you know, if you wanted to, this would be a good time. In fact, you know what? This is a marvelous time to get in and make this happen. Right now, I know I'm trespassing. So, take the World War I prop. And then... No. We want the real one, please. Real gun. Put down... No, not the prop. The other side, please. Take the... I'm just trying to put down the real gun. Where do you want me to put the real gun down? This bit was always a tiny bit fiddly. It's all going to be fine. Just drop the prop pistol for the time being. And he's coming back, isn't he? Okay, by sheer coincidence, we've stumbled into, yes, the biggest misstep that this remaster makes, which is every previous version of Hitman Blood Money, the control system is built around 3 buttons, all of which can have different context. If you hold them down, it can activate a drop-down menu, so, you know, complicated actions like pick up one thing, then put a different thing down in the same place was really cocking easy to do. But, yes, they've kind of simplified the UI, which makes doing complex operations like replace one thing with another sometimes a bit on the bloody tricky side. They should have just stuck with the 3 contextual button prompts. It worked fine. It's also, of course, much easier if, you know, you're already waiting in his room before he even gets back to it. So, if we just wait for, you know, that guard to be in the bathroom, though that's a good way of getting, you know, the elite bodyguard disguise if that's what you want to, then, yes, we can just hop in his room and be waiting to do the switchy roundy the moment this guy re-enters his dressing room. And this time, okay, we're nice and in before he makes it back. So I'll hop in the cupboard, and this here is what the real-time map is for. We can keep an eye on him because, yes, he's a civilian, so I can see him. And when he makes it back to his dressing room, he'll go for a bathroom break. The moment he steps outside, we begin the operation, damn it. Here we go. They're on the way, and also, I'm pretty sure this is new, by the way. Like, the map is now, like, you know, semi-transparent. So, you can actually, you know, look around and see what's going on in the background while you're checking out the map. Which I find pretty damn cool, actually. That's kind of awesome. So, okay. Before we do anything, though, drop the second damn save. Because, yes, our chappie is about to come in. Alright, he's about to put the gun down, I think. Then he's going to go. As soon as the door closes, we're stepping out. Just wait for the door to close. If someone sees me in here, there could be trouble. Right. Grab this one. Okay. Now drop it for a second. So I've only got one. Now put down the reel. Now grab the prop. Put it away. And yes, probably hide until he comes back. Because by now, someone's probably out in... I could probably have got out, but, like, it's safer to, you know, wait for him to come, get the gun, and then move on. Alright, just wait for him to come and grab the gun in a second. There's the bell, so he's going to grab his gun and then leave. Alright, we should be A-okay. And yeah, we now need to ideally be back in the auditorium before he actually fires again. So, wait. And if we can, I'll wait for the right moment to... Okay. We're out. And now I know the way we need to go. Alright, he's going to sing a big song before we actually get into the shooting. So don't worry. We've got a moment to get back around the long way. Downstairs, take a left here. We'll be back underground and we'll be pretty much back where we started because... as I say, these are not big levels. That was the joy of Hitman Blood Money. They were actually, you know, fairly small, simple areas. Like, you know, tiny adventure playgrounds. But the amount of stuff that was packed into them was just lovely. Okay, here we go. Mr. Executioner, I'm so sorry, but I'm kind of dropping you in trouble on this. And there we flipping go. Our lad drops to the ground, but unfortunately, on this occasion, as nobody's yet realised... he's actually cocking dead. So, I do enjoy how, like, you know, they don't realise for a second. But in just a moment when he doesn't get up, at that point, they're going to realise. And at that point, target number 2 is going to panic. Because target number 2 really liked that guy. And, in just a moment... here we go. Everybody's now a bit on the upset side. And, oh dear, guards are suspicious. Maybe I wanted to be someone like, you know, a little bit more out of the way. So they didn't, like, you know, see me anywhere near the crime scene. That might cost me Silent Assassin, I'm not 100% sure. He falls over. That's when you drop the chandelier on him, if you want to. But instead, just wait for, you know, excuse me. Bodyguard's coming through. Here we flipping go. Just get close enough to there and... wait. No, guys. Don't stand too close to the thing, because otherwise... okay, I'm gonna be honest, we definitely took, like, you know, one extra out there. So, this probably isn't Silent Assassin, but, like, you know, just a series of terrible accidents. You can't blame me for terrible accidents. But you know what? It's all fine. Let's be on our way. Because, okay, prepare to have your mind blown for the incredible feature the Hitman Blood Money has that, bafflingly, most Hitman games don't include. And that is that, yes, you get paid money for doing assassinations, being as you are an assassin, and the better job you do, the more money you make. And unfortunately, because, yes, there was like one witness, possibly a guard who saw me a little bit too close to the crime scene, my notoriety has gone up a tiny amount. And on top of that, I forgot to, you know, pick up my suit on the way out, so that's an extra $5,000 they're gonna charge me. No, seriously, how do we live in a universe where, in the Hitman franchise, the idea that an assassin might earn money by doing assassinations that he can subsequently spend making his assassination gear better is just something that does not appear in the vast majority of games? It's downright baffling. And speaking of which, you may have just noticed me, you know, doing some upgrades to a sniper rifle there because, okay, I've decided on this occasion, yeah, the sniper's coming with me. Because we're going straight into what may be, yes, not just my favourite level in this game, maybe my favourite Hitman contract of all time, A New Life, and just, it's the perfect Hitman level. Like, you know, it's just so simple, conceptually. There's a house, right there. There's a guy in there. The guy needs to end up dead, but the game just gives you so many fun toys to play with. You know, there's a vet clinic just over the road. We could look into that. There's, you know, a clown. There's a mysterious truck. There's people bringing in food for a party. There's a garbage truck round the corner too. Just so many delightful toys that you can play with. It's just marvellous. But, okay. I feel like it would be remiss of me not to do, you know, some sniping at some point. So, right. Let's, you know, set up a nice sniper spot because killing that guy isn't actually the only thing we need to do. We also need to retrieve some microfilm concealed in a piece of jewellery worn by Vinny's wife. But she's not a target. If you kill her, then, you know, that's going to count against your rating, which is just delightful. So, yes indeed. 2 things to sort out. Let's get on it. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to work through this step by step because honestly, Hitman Blood Money shines when you treat it like, you know, a puzzle game where you have to watch and figure things out. So say, for example, this vet clinic right here. Say you want to go inside. Well, obviously, it's not your vet clinic. And if you just walk up to it, then the nosy neighbour is going to see you. She's going to challenge you, etc., etc. Now, there might be, like, you know, the odd moment when she's turned around, etc., etc. You might be able to sneak in. But say you're playing on, you know, professional difficulty, and thus you can't save. You might not necessarily want to take that risk. Well, fortunately, the solution's walking in right now. Because as you can see, the garbage man is allowed to go round the back. She doesn't object to that. So we now know the garbage man would be an acceptable disguise to get into the vet. So just a mosey round to the garbage truck, wait for a nice quiet moment, dispose of a body. We're just gonna hide that away in here. I'm gonna be honest, I just meant to, like, you know, hide him. I forgot that, like, you know, there wasn't a separate button to squish him. Okay, so that's 1 extra casualty against my name, but that's fine. I'm an assassin. Killing people is literally what I do. And now, very importantly, the nosy neighbour doesn't give a damn about me walking round the back of the vet clinic. Beautiful. So just hop in at the back window here, and all of a sudden, we get ourselves, yep, some lovely unique items that you literally can't get any other way. You can't buy these, you can't bring them in. Trank darts, ether, magnificent. Right, those in a hand, time to start, you know, scouting out the level, and this is what the treehouse is brilliant for, because, you know, naturally, this guy's in, like, you know, witness protection or whatever. The house is pretty well guarded. But next door neighbour's treehouse, that might let me, you know, scout ahead a bit. just wait for you to walk away so you see nothing. Then we just sneak up here, and nobody's gonna be the wiser. Because, yeah, up here, people are not gonna be able to see me particularly well. But now, take the air rifle. By itself, it's unloaded, but thanks to those trank darts, it's now operational. Now, this means two potential things. Number one, yeah, there's a dog in the side passage over there, so now we can knock him unconscious. He's just been tranquilized. He wouldn't be dead. I'm not going to kill a dog. I'm not a monster, okay? But two, arguably more interestingly, this is an excellent vantage point for figuring out who's who and where they all are. Because on expert mode, people who are civilians I can actually see on the map, so I can start trying to figure out which grey blob is which. So, you know, the guy over here who just stepped into the shed, that's going to be the pool boy. I'm pretty sure he goes there on a semi-regular basis, and I just saw someone else come out of the house. So, there we go. That is Vinny's wife. So you have the jewellery. Right, keep track of you. The slow-moving grey blob moving away from the pool. That's Vinny's wife, and are you about to do precisely what I want you to do? I think you are. You're about to go inside. And you've just gone into that indoor pool. That's a building right there. And if we're very, very lucky, what's about to happen is she's about to go for an indoor swim. Go on. Oh, there we cocky go. Because you know the problem with their indoor pool? It's got a cocky glass roof. So what we're going to do is just shoot that out, and then let the glass fall into the pool, and if I've got this right, there we go. She's now dead in the pool. And officially, no one's suspicious because, you know what? It was a dodgy window, maybe a bird ran into it, it's hard to bloody say. It definitely wasn't anybody's fault, though. Okay, I say that. Some more security is rolling up right now. Like, they're modestly suspicious that someone's ended up dead. But, like, you know, if anything, the fact the body has been immediately found is gonna work in my favour. Because there we go, she's not a zombie. Instead, in this game, when someone's body is found, it gets taken somewhere. But because she's a civilian, I can keep track of it. And I'm pretty sure I know where it's gonna end up. Here we go, into the kitchen, and then just dragged off to the left side of the house. That's the garage, right there at the very bottom. Vinny doesn't seem particularly fussed by any of this, and there we go. Next to the, you know, security room, because it's a safe location. And that's really good news, because the security headquarters is a lot easier to get to than, you know, the back garden. Oh, and better, the garbage man is allowed down the side of this house, because he's collecting the cocky garbage. Meaning, you know what, I'm just going to double check there's no garbage here, and yes, this is going to get me caught on camera. That's absolutely fine, because in just a cocky second, we're going to be able to deal with that. Just don't mind me. As you can see, I am the garbage man, here to do, like, you know, garbage things. Yep, that's garbage. I can tell I'm a professional. So yeah, this here strikes me as potentially a very good way of, you know, just getting in the side without anybody noticing, especially as... No trouble. Okay, admittedly there are more security guards around than I might like at the moment. But how about we just get to here? Just got away with that, dear oh flipper dear. Right, just got very lucky with your, you know, make a jibbly jibble there, your line of sight. Right, getting over here. There's the necklace, it was still on her body. Now, is the security... Oh dear. The security footage isn't in here. What's also not in here is, you know, any way of hiding the body. So... Okay, we do have, like, some issues, potentially. Though, I think no one's gonna come into this bedroom at the back. If we just bring this guy here. And he's not dead. Remember, this guy's not dead. It's all absolutely fine. And yeah, we can't just put him in a cupboard. That was a thing for future Hitman, not just yet. Okay, we should probably, like, you know, get out of here before anyone notices the whole unconscious naked guard situation, though. Yes, cameras, though. Oh, hang on. I think I remember where there's, yes, the security McGibble. It's in the security van over the road. So, right, time to do the best thing in all of Hitman, which is steal some donuts. Alright, then just take the donuts round the corner and then put your poison of choice into the donuts. So, I'm really sorry, guys, but I'm out of night-night donuts. It's just murder donuts for you. Put down the donuts, give them a knock, walk away. They get the donuts, they pick them up, they eat them, and they end up horribly, horribly dead. Delightfully if you want to, there's nothing to stop you just like, you know, getting the donuts and giving the donuts to these guys. Then they just eat the donuts and are happier as a result of eating the donuts. But no, 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 the donuts are poison. Sorry, guys. Shut the door. This is obviously, you know, a very easy way of getting this disguised as well. Just steal the videotape and, yes, situations like this. This is where the new simplified control system definitely is not at its best. But yes, what we want to do is call the witness's phone. Alright, now get out of here. Maybe shut the door, 47. There we go. Make our way back to the clinic. Because at some point he's going to, you know, realise he's not speaking to anybody. So, okay. Grab this. Put it together nice and fast, 47. Nice and fast. Alright, the guy's literally on the phone right now. Then just kneel down. I've probably been too slow, haven't I? I feel like I may have been. And as it turns out, you know what? I think we're just flipping the door shut. The door shut in my face. Well, this is... No, just hold still. Hold still. You know what? This is a pretty powerful rifle. I'm going to assume that one in the body will do the job. It completely didn't. Oh, he leaned forward. Right, that's much better. That was much, much better. Good. Just take the rifle case. No sniper here. No idea what you guys are talking about. Straight out the back window. And now we just mosey straight on out. Pay no attention to the guy you've never seen before who's got a briefcase. Alright, there's no sniper rifle inside that. It wouldn't possibly fit. Job done. You know what? I deserve less money for that. That was scruffy, you're right. But there's just so much more you could do in this mission, beyond what I've just shown you. You know, there's the caterer, there's the clown, there's the pool guy, his shed, there's an entire upstairs area. There's just so much here, in what's not actually that bigger area. That was the magic of Hitman Blood Money. Every level was pretty bloody tiny, especially compared to later Hitman games, and yet... in some ways, they felt so much more dense and alive. There was just so much in here. It was amazing. But yes, indeed. Rather than just babbling on about how much I adore Hitman Blood Money, I will say I think you get the point. This here is Hitman Blood Money. Alright, Hitman Blood Money is and always has been a really bloody good game. And it's nice you can now play it on the Switch. Though, I will say, I think this is probably the worst version that exists. The fact that, you know, you can't do complex operations anywhere near as easily just because there's now just these giant buttons on the bottom of the screen that can only do one thing. So, yeah. If the Switch version is the only way you can play this, then you absolutely cocking should. But if you can play a different version, I would recommend others over this. And basically, I just can't wait to see what the next flipping Hitman Blood Money remaster is going to look like. Who bloody knows? We shall flipping see. But in the meantime, I've been John, this has been Many a True Nerd, and this has been Hitman Blood Money. Thank you very much, and goodbye. No, sadly, I cannot be the Santa Claus of murder tonight. So apparently, even though this thing is... Oh, no, you can't. No, you most certainly can't. Okay. Is that the symbol meaning I'm about to pull her over? Yep, there we are. Oh! I feel like she didn't necessarily survive that. No, she's very dead.